And shifting focus to the latest from West Asia, it's President Donald Trump who's urged everyone involved in efforts to end the Gaza war to move forward as mediators are set to meet in Egypt on Monday for indirect peace talks between Hamas and Israel.
Yeah, we're going to very quickly. We had some very good meetings. The countries of the world, a lot of the countries surrounding Israel, frankly, Muslim, Arab, and many others have had great meetings with Hamas, and it looks like it's working. So we'll wait for a little while, see how it all turns out.
Will the administration begin
I
firing
think it'll work very quickly. I think it's going to go very quickly. The meetings seem to be very good. We'll find out. We'll let you know soon.
The talks come after Hamas agreed to some parts of US 20-point peace plan, which included freeing hostages in exchange for Palestinians held in Israeli jails. The group's response, however, did not mention the key demands of its disarmament. But Al Arabiya, citing sources, said that the group has agreed to hand over weapons under international supervision. In a post on social media earlier, President Trump had said that talks had been very successful and that the first phase should be completed this week itself. Foreign ministers from several countries, including Egypt, said that the talks at the Egyptian resort town of Sharm el-Sheikh were a real opportunity to achieve a sustainable ceasefire in Gaza. A senior Hamas official even told AFP on condition of anonymity that the Palestinian group is very keen to reach an agreement to end the war and immediately begin the prisoner exchange process in accordance with the field conditions. Parallelly, the Israeli Prime Minister has expressed hope to announce the release of hostages in the coming days as well. In fact, Netanyahu has ordered the departure of the Israeli delegation on Monday for the crucial talks. A Hamas delegation headed by chief negotiator Khalil al-Hayya, one of the targets of an Israeli assassination attempt in Doha last month, arrived in Cairo on Sunday night. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, Trump's son-in-law Kushner, and Qatari Foreign Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Al-Thani will also be attending the talks. Seal the deal chants also reverberated in Jerusalem as hundreds continued their protest outside the private residence of the Israeli Prime Minister. They even sent out a message to Ron Dermer, Israel's chief negotiator. A remembrance ceremony was also held outside the Israeli embassy in Athens to mark the victims of the October 7 Hamas attack, while elsewhere pro-Palestinian protesters rallied in front of the Greek parliament to support an end to the Gaza war. Pro-Palestinian protests were also held in parts of Serbia, UK, among others. And all of this while Israeli strikes continued in Gaza despite Trump as well as US Secretary of State Marco Rubio telling the country to immediately stop bombing the Strip. Statement by Marco Rubio said, and I quote his statement, "You cannot release hostages in the middle of strikes, so the strikes will have to stop," unquote. Israeli government spokesperson told reporters on Sunday that while certain bombings have actually stopped inside of the Gaza Strip, there's no ceasefire in the place at this point in time. Gaza Civil Defense Agency even said that Israeli attacks killed at least 20 people across the territory on Sunday itself, with 13 of them in Gaza City alone. The first 21 of the 49 Spanish activists who were part of the Gaza Aid Flotilla intercepted earlier this week landed at Madrid airport while they reported having been mistreated and even subjected to humiliating treatment during their detention.